Oh, thank God you're awake. What happened to you?
I was adrift for days. Where am I?
You're in the main barracks in Tanea.
Excuse me?
Some fools didn't recognize you or your clothes and thought you're an outsider. So you were arrested and brought here. Now that you're awake, we should be able to straighten everything out.
Arrested? For what?
For spying, under the Destroyers Act. It's a good thing you mumble in your sleep.
What?
They're going to execute you, but when you spoke to Nian, the guards didn't know what to make of you.
What?
Where were you sailing from exactly? Was it Sailor's Reach or one of the smaller fishing settlements along the North Shore?
No, I've never heard of any of those places you've mentioned. I was part of an expedition to sail the far-off lands. The ship hit a storm and it sank, killing everyone on board.
You're not from Tanea.
No, I'm from England. Is that where I am? Tanea, is it? Am I in Tanea?
You're an outsider. So you are a destroyer!
So, what do you think about the prisoner?
I really don't know. It could be anything.
Oh, good. There you guys are. We need to have a talk.
About what?
Well, I'm worried about Delisle.
You wouldn't be you if you weren't worried about someone.
No, I'm serious.
So are we.
No, ever since she's made corporal, she's become far too intense.
She's always been intense.
I know, but it's gotten worse. I swear, if she keeps this up, she's gonna get herself or someone around her killed.
Pal, now I think you're being a bit too intense. Sure it's not that bad?
Yeah, she caught a thief yesterday.
Good for her.
I know, except in the process, she wrecked half the street and generated a flood of complaints.
That might be being a little too intense.
Guys, we have to have a talk with her.
Well, you know what I say.
Every taco's better with ale.
Sure.
I'm here to examine you again. How do you feel today?
Sore, weak, getting better.
That's good to hear. So where did you grow up?
St. Albans in Hertfordshire. Not that you would have heard of it.
Tell me about it. What is it like?
It's a lovely little town. I actually grew up on a farm just outside of town. Why are you asking me this?
I'm just curious.
Trying to figure out how I became a destroyer.
No, I'm just trying to make conversation.
Why is it that everyone in this place thinks that one lone man who drifted in half alive can somehow destroy the whole island?
It's not you they're afraid of, it's your army.
The army I was a part of is no more. They're lost.
So you are a destroyer.
Well, not in so many words. Yeah, I suppose I am a destroyer. I've destroyed everything that was good in my life, everything I ever loved.
Why? Why would you do such a thing?
I didn't wake up one morning and say, let's burn the world. It just sort of happened. To those around me. If you stay around me long enough, I'll destroy you too. Get out. Get out!
If one more person makes a comment about that bloody destroyer, they'll get a good thumping.
You too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say we've all had a rough few days.
Yeah, you could say that again. First, our squad gets stuck with all this extra guard duty, guarding that destroyer.
Well, everyone thinks we screwed up for not killing him at the healer station.
I wasn't even there and I'm getting the same treatment.
I wish I had killed him. No, we did the right thing. Given what we knew at the time.
Yeah, tell them that.
I have. They won't listen.
It'll blow over. Just give it time.
As soon as the council orders him executed.
Not soon enough, if you ask me. I wish I'd never laid eyes on him.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to check how you're healing, as I always do.
Why do you care? You're going to kill me anyway.
What makes you say that?
Think I can't hear the guards talking outside?
I don't know anything about that. I'm just doing my job.
Fine. Make sure that I'm perfectly healthy before they cut my head off.
I don't get it. Why? Why do you do it? Why do you destroy everything?
Just doing my job.
But why? What has the world ever done to you?
What's well done to me?
Yes!
I was ripped from my home as a lad and pressed into the service of the army. I was told it was for my king and country, to protect my home and my family. I didn't have a choice, but I did it anyway. It was my duty.
Go on.
Grew up in the service of a knight. Never picked up a sword or killed anyone, but I saw plenty of them die. Great bleeding batches of them, all slaughtered for king and country.
Go on.
In the end, we lost. When it was all over and I returned home, you know what I found?
No. What?
The family farm had burnt to the ground. My mother and sisters had been killed, buried by the neighbors and their friends.
Oh my God.
My father and brothers were pressed into service just as I had been. No one was there to protect them. I try not to think of what they did to them before they killed them.
It wasn't you.
I should have been there. I should have been at home to protect my family, but I wasn't. I left to fight a war to protect my family and my home from the enemy. But I failed them on both accounts. Go.
It wasn't you. It's not your fault. You're not a destroyer.
Either I'm going soft or I'm losing my mind.
You've always been a softie.
Yeah, but what if he's telling the truth?
He's obviously lying.
Well, you don't expect him to just come out and say, hey, you got me. I'm here to destroy your world. It's nothing personal.
I've heard people tell stories and lie before. There's something in the way he told that story which made me believe him.
You can't trust him. Don't forget, he's a destroyer.
After hearing him today, I'm not so sure. Well, he may be an outsider, but I don't think he's a destroyer.
And it gets worse. We passed by that room in the basement, the one that hasn't been used in centuries. Yeah, you know the one I mean. I saw guards getting it ready.
So, they were getting it ready for use. To torture someone?
Torture? We don't torture, we're guards. It's against the law.
Outsiders are exempt from that law. The commander is all too eager to see him tortured, or so I've heard.
We should give her what she wants. Morning, Mr. Westlock. My name is Valencia, this is Palanika, and we'll be your torturers for today.
I see someone enjoys her work.
No, don't listen to her, Brian. We're here to help you. And if possible, prevent your torture.
Excuse me, but aren't you one of the lot that believes I'm a destroyer? Don't you want to kill me before I kill all of you?
No, we're not all like that. We don't believe you are a destroyer. Listen, I don't have time to explain everything. You're just gonna have to trust us.
Trust you? I just met you.
They're friends.
All right.
How good of an actor are you?